Well, you can't see me, but this is Pastor Brandon, and I thought I would reacquaint you with the church grounds since some of us haven't been here for some time, and have you take a look at it. Of course, this is our labyrinth out in the courtyard of the church between the sanctuary and the education wing. And there's the door to go into the choir room. And I was just standing there, and you can see the music stand where I was recording my sermon just a few minutes ago. Now, as we go into the narthex here, or the lobby of the church, some might call it, then this should feel somewhat familiar. And you can see the Godly Play church calendar on the wall there, and the rocking chairs, and the name tags, and our information table there. And so I'll keep walking through here, and there is the baptismal font. Yeah. So the sanctuary, I turned the lights on so you could see it easily. And this is what it looks like walking in on Sunday morning now with all of the equipment. You see the ladder that Dave Atkinson put up there, and we have lights on the top. And the choir chancel area is all decorated for Christmas viewing, and beautiful poinsettia flowers there that Blanche Shannon always, Chuck and Blanche always put together for us around Christmas time. And you may see a chair that looks familiar to you, maybe one that you sat in when you were here last. Yeah, so we're going to be, as the vaccines are distributed and as more and more of us are able to access them and receive them, and as the weather begins to warm a bit, we're going to try to do some in-person gatherings and slowly wade back into gathering again in the new year. And we trust, of course, that the vaccines will take hold in a powerful way, and will be enduring, so that so we can be confident that in our gathering that the disease is stopped, the virus is stopped, and we can safely gather and sing. Oh my goodness, I miss so much singing with all of you. And so that will be a wonderful treat to be able to do that again. What a refreshing experience. We will, not that we ever took it for granted, but we'll certainly have a new appreciation, profound appreciation for being able to gather and sing again. We may just have to have a service where all we do is sing the whole service and name out our favorite songs to sing. And that'll be lovely. Again, thank you for your patience all this year as we've tried to equip ourselves to carry the live streaming services to you over the internet. And thank you for your patience too. I know Facebook's not everyone's favorite platform. YouTube, we've tried to post things there, certainly the pre-recorded services. And we continually upgrade our equipment as we feel that we can afford to, and that we feel we can make use of it. And there's a lot of technical aspects to that, of course. Do we have the bandwidth for the internet? Do we have the cameras that can upload fast enough, and computers that can digitize all the information coming through, streaming through on the camera? So there's a lot to take in as we do the live streaming and bring it to you. And then, of course, there's the challenge of being at home and having the technology so you can enjoy it there. So we'll keep trying to improve it. And I know some of you have asked whether or not we will continue with live streaming when we are able to gather again. And I think the largest, I'd say the great consensus is that we will. So that if you're unable to come to churches, services in person, then you can certainly access by live streaming and see the service then. Or if for whatever reason you say, are out of town or in the hospital, or just have a really busy week, then you'd be able to access the service at another time and to see it then. And then you can also go back and see things over and over whenever the choir sings an anthem, or we have a guest speaker, or you may appreciate being able to go back and see that online. So you see the playground structure, isn't that wonderful? And really appreciate all that Brian Horsfield and Brian Williams and Dick Dowell and Stephen Morano and Chuck Young and Randy Ruan, all of you and others really helped to make this possible. So a labor of love. And thank you too for all those who gave generously for this project. The kids have been, well, the parents and the kids have long been wanting to have this new playground equipment, and now we do. Now we just need to find that vaccine to work for us so that we can safely gather and play on it. Looking back now at Grace Garden here, I'm going to take a little walk through that. Just a few more minutes. And you know, from time to time you may have pictures you feel that you can share with the rest of us at the church, and I know many of you do that already on Facebook, but if you'd like to see some of the other things folks are doing at the church, then whenever you have those pictures, send them in, and we'll try to find a way to show them, of course with your permission and following the guidelines, safe gathering guidelines to protect the safety of our children and vulnerable adults. We want to make sure that we follow those guidelines even as we show the pictures. So yeah, all of this looks familiar, I know. And so, you know, if you have a chance, you can come out and take a look for yourself, you know, all the safety precautions. But many times there's no one on the grounds, and you can just walk at your leisure and take it in until we can do that together. So as the year comes to a close, again, I want to thank you. It's been a wonderful privilege to be your pastor and to experience a church that really takes its witness seriously for matters of social justice, for the sake of being the good news in the world, and not just talking about it or studying about it, but trying to live that out in everything that we do in our life. We'll continue to explore in the new year issues of racial bias and climate change, all of those high priority topics and concerns. And there'll be other studies too. So stay tuned and posted, and we'll get the information out to you just as soon as we can. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for this posting. Hope you've enjoyed seeing the grounds again, and I look forward to seeing you in the new year. God bless you all.